everyone, it's Yvonne here from the Aussie Goddess to do your weekly reading. Okay, all right, let's get organised. I've just been rushing around. And this will be for the sign of Sagittarius. Sagittarius, I'm going to use the Ethereal Visions deck for your reading. Firstly, thank you so much for subscribing to my channel. You know how much I appreciate you being here. If you haven't subscribed yet, love to have you on board. If you are interested in personal readings, donations or gifting to the channel, all of the instructions are below. If you are interested in taking a 6-class program with me for coaching, I'm offering this at a reduced price to those who are finding it difficult to get moving. So if you're a little bit stuck, it's ideal. Get in touch with me via email. I'm now going to be live on YouTube on Wednesdays, live on Instagram on Fridays, and doing a live card pulls on Facebook once a month. If you're interested in keeping up with me and watching for dates, whip over to my Facebook page at the Aussie Goddess and like the page, because I notify there when I'm doing anything. It's my central point, and there are a lot more people who are on my Facebook page who are not on YouTube too. So sort of I've got myself in a few places where people don't cross over. So all right, I think that's everything. Let's have a look what's going on for you. First of all, I better write down that I've done the reading for you, so don't try and go back and do it again, which has been known to happen. My hair's so unruly today. Okay, so we have the 9 of Wands coming out. I've seen this in a few of the readings today. The 9 of Wands is the card of the wounded warrior. Now that sort of, what the energy of that is often we sort of get hurt because we keep doing the same things over and over again. And we're not realizing we're making those mistakes. So we keep getting hurt, but we go back and do the same thing again. This is very often because we haven't set healthy boundaries for ourselves. So we don't always see, you know, how to set boundaries. It can be to do with our childhood, not having good, solid parenting, or people around us who haven't taught us how to respect ourselves enough. Other times it can mean that you've become so wounded by other people that you've set your sights too high, which means you've sort of built a bit of a fortress around yourself and you're not letting people in. So it can be an overprotective energy. So it just depends on what's coming through in the cards. All right, so we have the 9 of Cups here. So this is very nice. Isn't it a beautiful card? So the 9 of Cups is the wish card. This is the card of dreams coming true. Something happening for you here that's beautiful. Just on the energy of those 2 cards, I would say that you've got somebody who's coming in who's going to respect your boundaries. But you may be a little bit sort of, you may be in a bit of a sort of vulnerable place, and you may be sort of overprotecting yourself here, not trusting the energy, not trusting this good energy that's coming through for you. Okay, so we have here the Hermit. Beautiful. You know, sometimes when we're not sure of what's coming towards us, or we're unsure, rather than pushing it away or denying it, it's a very good idea to sort of have time out to really decide whether something is what you want and whether it fits in with your dreams and your wishes and your energies. So I feel this is what you're doing here. Something's coming your way that looks really awesome. But because of your past experiences, I think the universe is saying to you, you need to really decide if this is what you want or not. We're offering you something really beautiful. The 6 of Swords is about moving away from things. So it's possible here that you're moving away from this energy of, you know, constantly putting yourself through pain and trying to move into a time where you're feeling more comfortable. You've certainly taken your lessons with you in this boat, and you're sailing into less turbulent waters, which sort of gives rise to the fact that whatever this opportunity that is coming in for you here is going to be something that's going to allow you to leave your pains of the past behind. Very nice. All right, let's get your story. 5 of Wands coming through. So the 5 of Wands is a card of conflict. Now this can be conflict between people. I always think it's not sort of like fighting, it's like bickering. It's that constant bickering that you have with someone if you're not on the same page as them. But it always can talk about, you know, mental conflict or conflict within you, you know, that energy of the going in and out, especially what we saw in the mini read there, you know, this idea that you've been hurt before. So you may be in this sort of little bit of a protective mode here. All right. Yeah, this is why I stopped using these cards, because you can't see them very well when I put the light on them, but I'll show you them as I put them down. They're such beautiful cards. Okay, so we have the Hierophant coming through here. Now the Hierophant's a card that talks, I might just lift that a fraction. Let's see if that helps. The Hierophant is a card that talks of tradition, traditional beliefs, traditional ways of doing things. It represents schools, churches, governments. But the Hierophant himself can be very sort of stuck in his way of doing things. So he likes to do things in the traditional way, like marriage. And he doesn't really see, wow, that is really hammering the light out there. There we go, that might be a little better. He doesn't really sort of like things that are not traditional. Okay, so some of you may have walked away from a relationship here. This may be why you're having a little bit of difficulty getting back into the run of things. All right, we know the Knight of Swords rushing in here with some sort of offer, some sort of energy here. Just try that a little bit more. It just seems to be very glary. Even my hands look glary. I don't know what's going on. Sometimes this sort of like has a really good, sometimes it has a really good light, and other times it's just too, got their own disco going on here. I might leave it like that for this reading. It just seems to be a bit finicky. Okay. And we have the Star. Okay. You know, I look at this and I think you've obviously had a tough time on your journey. You've either come away from a marriage or a situation which has really had you quite entrapped, and it looks as though you're dealing still with the conflict or the overflow from that. Somebody is coming in to make you a new offer. Now, I feel like this offer for you is very, very good, and you do have the Star here, which does imply for me that this is part of your destiny. So it's definitely something very beautiful. But because of your past hurts and pains, it feels to me like you're fighting it. You're not really sure of which way to go. Now, I'll keep going with this. You could be dealing with a Virgo here. I also have strong Taurus energy, but I've only got Virgo and Aquarius represented. 7 of Pentacles coming through. Okay, with the 7 of Cups. Okay. And the Moon card. Wow, what a reading. Okay, this is very powerful here. There's a very strong feeling that the universe has been trying to get you to move forward. But it's like you've been hiding away from the world here and not perhaps really opening up to new offers. And I feel that you have the option here of having, you know, a lot of opportunities. But because you've walked away from another situation, I'm feeling the situation you walked away from may have been was majorly full of conflict here. I don't think this was a gentle relationship. I do think there's been a lot of damage done. But I feel like water has passed under the bridge here, and I feel you're ready to move on to something new. It's sort of like you've got yourself in denial here. It's like you've hid yourself here from the world. You don't want to see the world to see your pain. So you're denying yourself anything new because you don't want to have what's coming in for you. But the Moon tells me here that what is coming in has yet to be revealed. But it's something very special because we have the moon and the star here. All right, let's just keep going. All right, so I have the Two of Cups coming through. It's very strong soulmate reading. Okay, and Nine of Swords. Wow. Not trusting the energies at all here, which is really sad. Now, this is the card of the Well. And the Well isn't in the traditional tarot. This is an additional card. So this is like the depths here of something, the depths within you. Something that's really buried deep within you here from what's been happening. And it's like you're denying yourself happiness. It's like you've hidden away your emotions and you're denying yourself the happiness that you could have. Someone's coming in to offer you great happiness. We have this beautiful soulmate love being offered to you here. But it's like you've been through so much pain here that you're not seeing the benefits here with the star. You've buried yourself deep within something and you're not seeing what's here for you. There's a lot of pain here in your past. And I feel like something beautiful is coming in to change that for you. But you're like in this hermit mode. You sort of like have hidden away from the world. It's like you've sort of, you know, seen the... You've seen the future. You want to move into the future, but you're sort of very reluctant to get out of the energy you've got stuck in here. So it's very much an energy here of being offered something wonderful and beautiful, but yet you're stuck in your own way of thinking. Okay, so I have the Three of Cups here. So there is celebration. So I do think that you're going to accept this, but it may be that this person has to really persevere here. You're dealing with someone here who really wants to have something beautiful, wants to offer you something beautiful. I feel that they see your pain though, and they're trying to open up to you here, understanding what you've been through, but you're confused and shocked by having such a beautiful offer here, and you're scared to take it on with this Nine of Swords. It's like you're fighting your inner demons. But this is beautiful. This is a gift from the universe here. So maybe give it a good look. Don't stay stuck in that hermit energy for too long, because this is for you. This is beautiful. This has been guided to you here. Could be dealing with a Leo here as well. But it's being guided to you. So don't be too quick to say no to it. We might do a Journey of Love card for you here. All right, knowing without knowing. Interesting. Card 41. It's very dark without the light going. It's a real shame I can't quite get it right on those cards. I may not be able to use them with the light going. Because you can't see what's happening. All right. Sometimes the heart knows in a way that the concrete mind and memory cannot. We feel sometimes that we cannot quite express. Perhaps others are quick to dismiss it as meaningless whimsy or irrationality, yet that feeling beyond the mind's capacity to fully perceive is the ancient truth of your greater self reaching through time and space to connect with you. Like a phone line extending from a more ancient place in the world, you can hear it crackle perhaps, not the clearest reception, yet you can also sense the love travelling along the telephone line. The things that you feel and that do not appear to make sense are the things to trust most now. You're being guided by a force far greater than your own mind. An ancient divine brilliance is reaching to you, communicating with you. You may not hear or understand it with clarity as yet, but you can feel it. Trust what you feel. This oracle speaks to you of the opening up of your higher mind, of the part of your intelligence that can dialogue directly with the forces of divine guidance and creation. These forces are symbols, abstract communications through dreams and visions, through impulses that circumvent your conscious mind and have words streaming out of your mouth or flowing through your mind that you've not created of your own volition. Someone speaks to you and you respond with words you feel you are hearing for the first time as they pour out of your mouth. Whose words are these, you wonder? It is your ancient self that speaks. Trust the strange and mysterious at this time. It is another way, an ancient way of wisdom that you are tapping into now. Enjoy this new sacred connection unfolding. This oracle is also confirmation that you have relationships around you now and continuing to come to you that are from times long past. Karmic connections that will take you further on your journey of love. This is this one here. So don't not have a good look at it, okay? Don't just leave it because it looks like a beautiful relationship. Thanks, Sagittarius.